Any good advice you got from Michael Che or like Chappelle?
From them?
Yeah, from like when you were getting into comedy.
A lot.
Was it rough at first?
A lot.
Anything
man,
that
I don't know if
stands
I
out?
should give you these gems.
Come on, give some gems to the people. We interviewed some good people. We interviewed you back in the day.
Hello?
Hello, Cipha.
Yeah, Cipha, what's up?
Hey, what's going on? This is Mike Sweeney.
Hey.
This is my first bit of advice is stand back, stand by.
Come on. And you're really famous in New York.
Dave told me, this is a gem. Dave Chappelle told me there's two ways to make it in this game. So you're in a long dark hallway, and if you along the way you meet people that have like a fire going, like a trash can fire, you know what I'm saying? And you can stop at their fire and live there your whole life and be warm. Or you could keep going, because the real fame is way down this cold, lonely hallway. And like Funkmaster Flex had a fire going, and I got to stay there for a while. You know what I'm saying? And then Angie Martinez had a fire going, and I learned from her. And then even, not to name drop, Jay-Z told me never to name drop, but Jay-Z, Rock La Familia, there was a fire going there. I could have stayed at Hot 97 my entire career.
Yeah, I know.
I could have stayed, but whose fire is that? That's Hot's fire, not my fire. So if you really want to make it, you got to keep going down that long hallway.
Yeah.
And you stay for a while, you warm up
Yeah.
at somebody's fire, and then keep going. You know, so right now Dave's at Netflix fire.
Yeah.
It's a good fire.
Yeah.
It's a big
They
fire.
dropped the bags.
Yeah, but you know Dave, he's gonna keep going.
I don't like that whole Rogan vibe of Spotify, because I feel like they're trying to censor him, and he got the bag.
Yeah.
That's a huge bag, but still, like, do you sacrifice your independence? Not to shit on Rogan, but
I don't know
the details. You know what I'm saying?
I don't
like,
know
these
anything.
bags are really big, but with Netflix, they take all your rights, or what? How does that work out? It's just wild. Because I like the Schultz vibe right now. Don't you feel that vibe? Where it's like, fuck that, I'm creating my own thing. I'm making a studio. I'm with Charlemagne. He helped my following. Brilliant Idiots. I got a hip hop following.
Yeah.
Now I'm bigging up with Akash, doing the comedy grind. And
course.
it's like he's putting his own shit out there because he's been rejected so many times.
Yeah.
It's inspiring because you're
Well,
like, fuck it, do yourself.
he's a dickhead.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I love Schultz.
He's cool.
The bag is the bag, though.
Yeah.
No matter what,
True.
like, no matter how much you make, you can't. What was Rogan? 200 million?
150 million, right?
Like, you can't. That's not
That's
turn
like crazy,
downable,
yeah.
bro.
But when they start censoring Alex Jones episodes and shit.
No matter, when you get a bag,
Yeah.
you do have to answer to somebody.
That's crazy. And you were saying build it up, build your own shit, keep it moving. You know
Yeah,
what I
but
mean?
for how long?
Yeah.
Like, are you happy with 20 million? Some people are.
Yeah.
I think I'd probably be happy with 20 million. Somebody gives me 100 million, you're going to have a boss.
Yeah.
No matter how much you think you're not, you're gonna have a boss.
Yeah.
You can't have that much money. Dave is the most independent, free thinker I've ever met in my life. And sometimes I see him go, I gotta, tell Netflix. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, the Comedy Central shit was crazy though.
The what?
The Comedy Central shit. Now you're making me think about that way back when
His
he
bag.
He fled, yeah.
Yeah.
That's realness, man.
And then they shut him down for years.
Yeah.
Blacklisted.
He was on Oprah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. He was in so many weird movies growing up as a kid that you don't realize, Chappelle. Like, he was like the token black actor of like a
there's a lot of them that pop up.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so weird. And he was like on that one time he was on the Howard Stern show. I was watching some Howard Stern fan like way back, and he wasn't even the main guest like the McMahons were, and he was just like filling in like a comedian.
Really?
Host. And you're like, that's Dave Chappelle, one of the greatest comedians ever.
Yo, everybody has a start.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Dave Chappelle moved to New York, I think, when he was. He used to come to New York when he was like 16, 17.
I know, it's crazy.
Moved when he was 19. Like,
yeah, that's another thing. I'm getting pretty old. Not saying you're old, but you started in comedy on and off like your whole career. He started out so young as a prodigy. Do you feel like he has such an advantage, like him and Eddie Murphy and all those? It's all about putting the time in, right?
It's all the time, and he does stuff like 4-hour, 5-hour sets sometimes. I can't do that in a month.
Have you been to his place with the coronavirus? That whole thing he's got going, like the whole setup.
What do you mean with the coronavirus?
Well, like
did I bring the coronavirus
during the
in?
pandemic? Have you been to his whole setup?
The summer camp.
That's a weird vibe, right? A wild vibe.
No, it's fun. It's nice. If anybody could do it, he could do it. He set up a whole bubble.
Yeah, I know.
You know, I don't know who busted the bubble. Somebody busted. It was pretty annoying. But yeah, I was out there like 5-6 times. If I didn't have a family, I would have just lived out there.
So funny. Yeah, I was wondering, are you really in Vermont or is that a joke?
It's a joke, 100%.
I was like, is he Vermont and he's coming to Jersey? I hope he doesn't drive too far from
Instagram. Hey, your fans? What is this? Keep It Basement?
Keep It Basement, yeah.
Keep It Basement fans. Everything on Instagram is a lie.
The devil is
just so
lie.
you know. I told everybody I moved to Vermont. No, I said it in one time.
Yeah, I know, it's funny.
Hey, I moved to Vermont, joking around. Everyone's like, did you move to Vermont? Yeah. What? Fuck it. Oh, I should take a picture here and say I'm in Vermont.
I saw also you were doing a Karen thing and you were yelling at like this white lady on a bike. You have a kind heart, I feel like. You're not like, gonna hate like a Charlemagne or Vlad.